Jase Febres, shooting guard, Houston, Texas. My first memory of playing basketball is basically just back home. Well, I'm from Denver, Colorado, first off. So when me and my dad, as soon as I was able to pick up a ball, I was playing on the little tiny hoops that they had and just basically learn how to catch the ball and dunking the ball in the little mini goals. But after that, around 4 or 5, I was in the little recreation leagues and things like that. So those are really the first memories of me actually playing basketball. I fell in love with the game of basketball because it was a stress reliever for me, and I've gone through a lot of things in my life up to this point, and basketball has just been a way for me to get away from everybody and just focus on me, and I'm able to think about plenty of things while I'm on the court, but it kind of isolates me from all the outside voices also. So that's really the way I really fell in love with the game. A couple things most people don't know about me is I'm really into Food Network and cooking shows and things like that. I really like to cook, and that's kind of a side thing that me and my mom used to do a lot. So cooking is one thing that I really like to do. Another thing is I'm really into shoes. There's a lot of boys now, but I have a serious addiction with sneakers and things like that. I'm really into cars also, mechanical work with cars, audio work, all things like that, detailing. So that's a couple things that most people don't know about me. I'm motivated to be successful, one, because of my mom, and I don't want her to work anymore. That's the goal. I want her to be stable income, and that's the number one thing that drives me and the rest of my family. And the second thing is almost just as important, is I play for my dad. My dad did pass away in 2015, and he's really my main motivation aside from my family right now. He really drives me, he really pushes me, he's always in the back of my head, so that's really a reason that I play. During the recruiting process, I feel like the University of Texas was the best fit for me because of the coaching staff. Number one, Shaka Smart and Jay Lucas, who was my recruiter personally, they're both very genuine. I didn't feel like they told me anything that I just wanted to hear. They told me everything that I needed to hear. As soon as I came to Austin, I felt like it was just another home for me. It felt great as soon as I came here, and when I left Texas, it was in the back of my head always. And even throughout the other visits, I would compare them to Texas. I wouldn't compare them to any other visit. The players, they're all very genuine also. They all want the best for me. All the players here, they want everyone to succeed, and that's the things you want to look forward to. My first few weeks of summer on campus have been very tough, honestly. I have to get used to the workload. I think I'm getting used to it, kind of get used to being away from my parents and being on your own. That's something that most freshmen have to adjust to. But other than that, I've enjoyed it. It's been tough, but I also like having that freedom. I like being on my own, and I think that's just making me grow more as a man. I know it's only been 2.5 weeks, going on my 3rd week now, but it's been really good, and I'm looking forward to everything that's coming for the future. My focus this summer, when it comes to on the basketball court, is of course shooting. I need to get used to the 3-point line. It's a little further, so most of my shots are short that I shoot in high school, since it's a little closer. But I'm getting used to that already. And just ball handling and pick and roll. Pick and roll is a really big aspect in the game right now. So working on my pick and roll game is something that I really need to work on, and something that Coach Jay and Shaka have been pushing me to do, along with all the other coaches. I've already been a tremendous hustle player also. I think that's something that I'm underrated, but rebounding and just taking charges and things like that is something that I really work on and that I've been taught throughout my high school, so I like to bring that here to Texas. As a freshman, I'm most looking forward to, number one, just the impact that we're going to make this season. It wasn't the best season last year, but we have a great recruiting class coming in, and I think we're really going to make a big impact. We're going to put Texas back on the map this year, but also just getting to meet new people, growing relationships between people. It's not always strictly about basketball. You have to build connections and build relationships, like I said earlier, and I think that's really important also. So throughout this first year, I just want to, get to know my way around Austin, get to know people, and just make this really my home. I'm Jase Febres. Hook 'em.